This video goes out to all my Criminal Minds fans. It looks like being rich and famous just wasn't enough, especially if your name's Thomas Gibson. Some of you may recognize that name as the guy who plays Hotch in Criminal Minds. And guess what? He just got fired. You heard me right. It looks like AARON Hotchner will no longer be a part of Criminal Minds due to Thomas Gibson just being fired. Yes, fired. Hey YouTube, it's your opinionated nerd Spencer here, and news was just released yesterday that Criminal Minds star AARON Gibson has now been fired from Criminal Minds. Yes, you heard me right, fired. Yeah, that can happen. I didn't think it could happen either. According to reports, Thomas Gibson, actor who plays AARON Hotchner on Criminal Minds, has been fired from the show for kicking yes, kicking one of the Criminal Minds writers over disputes in the writing of the show. Which is funny to me because all I can picture is Thomas Gibson getting all mad over the writing of the show and just like Spartan kicking the fellow writer. It seems like making tons of money and being part of one of the biggest hit shows on TV right now wasn't enough if you can't have your way. If things aren't going the way you plan, best thing you do according to Thomas Gibson is kick the shit out of the writer. That's right. Goddamn cat. Kita, stop! I'm shooting a YouTube video! Now, I must say, I'm a fan of Criminal Minds, so I found this really interesting. This kind of reminds me of when Mandy Patinkin, the character who played Jason Gideon, left the show, and they just like wrote out his character at the start of the next season. Now, the good thing was, Thomas Gibson did all this in between the filming of the latest season and the one that's supposed to be coming. So I'm guessing what the show's gonna do is probably a well-crafted lead, kind of like how they did with Mandy. However, the story arc kind of finished when Mandy Patinkin left, and the story arc, I'm not sure completely finished when Thomas Gibson left. I don't believe it was completely finished up, and I believe there were some things we were still kind of waiting to hear and see. So I'm anxious to see how the writers are going to kind of patch up this situation. I mean, that was like one of the main characters, one of the biggest fan favorites next to the character Spencer, and I'm not exactly sure how they're going to effectively write him out of this. I mean, he was like the main dude. And a lot of the stories kind of wrapped around him and his ability to save the team when their uselessness came about and they couldn't solve something themselves. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do with this. Because they brought in Joe Mantegna as the filler for Gideon, and that was an okay fill. However, he still will never be as powerful as a character as Agent Gideon was. So I'm curious to who they're going to bring in to match AARON Hotchner, because that dude was a hard ass, a badass, and honestly kind of made the show. So I'm really kind of anxious to see what they're going to do, or even how they're going to write that out. I would love to hear what you guys think down at the bottom. What do you guys think they're going to do with the show, or maybe how do you guys think they're going to write out his character? Leave me a comment below letting me know. And definitely leave a like on this video. It definitely supports my further videos and, you know, lets me know if I'm doing something right. Just a reminder, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. That way you're kept up to date with new videos as they're released. And not to mention, it really helps support the channel. Anyways, YouTube, thanks for watching so much. Again, my name is Spencer with the Temple Ozai channel. Deuces!